As Ramsey's investigation into the wildfire closes in on a suspect, secrets are answered, and the pack makes a daring plan to catch the werewolf. Hello, entertainment enthusiasts. This is Ray, and this is the Fandom Realm, and today I am reviewing episode number 7 of Wolfpack. And just be aware, spoilers abound. Boy, this is a good episode of Wolfpack today. I'm telling you, Jeff Davis is killing it with this show. This is, to me, probably the best episode of the season so far. Lots of good information. We get a good plan. We get a flashback. We get some reveals. And it's just, it's spooky. I mean, this is just a really good show and a great episode, and I hope you love it as well. Here we go. Let's watch Wolfpack episode 7. So before we get started, I do just want to go back to last episode recap. Basically, we found out the werewolf's name is Baron, and we got a view of the 17-year-ago fire. You're a little sweaty there. Maybe turn an air conditioner on and you won't sweat so much at night.
I can help you.
Okay, that whole shot is just a little spooky.
Your name is...
Okay, we know it's Baron. Jeff really likes this type of horror stuff in his shows. And so he's face to face with his feelings, I guess. I mean, he's got to be hallucinating this. Am I missing something? Maybe sleepwalking as well. That's a little crazy right there.
Stop what? From hurting people.
So we know Baron now, he's not wanting to hurt people, but it's the beast.
It hurts people every night. Doesn't hurt people, it kills them.
I really love while he's talking about that, he is in such a vulnerable position.
It's not me. I could see it happen.
He just doesn't have control of his body.
Everett, he can't stop himself.
Okay, this is just...
And then he'll come for you. Not if he doesn't like you anymore.
This whole series with Phoebe was just like spine-tingling. And of course, we realize it's some type of dream or some type of hallucination. And I love this entire opening. Jeff Davis, his cold openings are so wonderful, and they always do a good job of setting up the show that's coming afterwards. Basically, Everett here, he's got some connection with Baron. I'm going to assume it's because Baron is the one who bit him, we think. And so maybe they can share a psychic type connection so he's able to see him. And so basically Everett seeing Baron as wanting help here because he's not able to control sort of the urge to kill because it's more of the beast killing, and Baron doesn't have control of that. So Garrett fell asleep at the desk. I was wondering what that was on the wall. And when he goes over and looks, and that's where they measure themselves. where Harlan and Luna measure themselves, I got a little tear in my eye.
Harlan? Luna? Guys!
And of course, Harlan and Luna run out to go to school.
I think the blur that just drove past me was Harlan and Luna.
And Ramsey shows up at the door, of course, looking for Harlan.
Since he's involved with Cyrus.
Whatever makes you comfortable. Personally, I know Harlan had nothing to do with setting the fire, but
So why are you wanting to talk to him?
especially if it was my son.
Boy, her looking at that chart. Ugh.
Bring Harlan to my office when you get a chance.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll protect him as if he was one of my own.
I wonder why. Love that little series right there. Just the whole Ramsey sort of seeing the family that Garrett has had with Luna and Harlan. And, you know, I don't think this is a secret. We all believe at this point that she is the mate. And so she's got to be thinking, if Harlan and Luna are her kids, you know, she missed all this time with them, as well as Baron too, I guess. And so just sort of that hurt. Also, I find it hard to believe
we're checking out of this dump.
that
No more motel.
Garrett has not
Go talk to
gotten
the manager.
suspicious of her yet. The lock is busted. Don't go in there. You're standing in blood. I mean, poor kid. I mean, he's autistic and he finds a body in the shower. That's got to be one of the most traumatizing things I can even imagine, especially for him. But the question is, why did Phoebe get put in the shower?
If you woke up with a naked guy in your room, you wouldn't be scared?
No.
Okay, guys, that to me is the best line of the entire
He's in my
show.
head. Or I'm in his.
I was angry at Garrett because he gave Cyrus to the cops. I don't want to kill him.
Austin's next. I don't care how much of a dick he is. We have to do something.
Okay, we're going to formulate a plan here.
Lure Baron somewhere and catch him. Then we have to figure out how to turn him back to human.
Okay, is that even possible?
So you want to hunt down and catch a werewolf?
Yeah.
Okay, I hope you have a good plan here. All right, so I love when the pack is together and they're trying to come up with something. I think this group has really started working really well together, and so I want to see what's going to happen. So we find Phoebe's body.
I couldn't cover her up.
You know, she's got some decency about her.
I have to go back to the motel.
Oh, we're getting some kissing there.
I'll borrow the car.
They let you take the car?
No.
Then why do you think you're going to get it now?
Today, and I need to work here.
I was just leaving.
Wonderful.
She is the worst character. I want her to get eaten by the werewolf so bad.
Actions right now.
I need to borrow the car.
Absolutely not.
And she's just a jerk.
You should be nice to me.
But I'm going to tell you, the looks he has here, that look before he took the key and then right there after, it's like he wants to eat her. So Blake definitely has a calming effect.
What did you do?
I didn't do shit, Danny. You found the body in the bathroom.
So Blake comes back and finds out that there was a body in the bedroom for some reason, and we still, I have no clue why.
Baron's killing people every night. He hides the body somewhere. That's why there's still so many people missing.
So Luna, of course, wants to get back with her family.
What if we could change him back?
No.
So she's trying to get that answer to the question, how do you change him?
Yeah, the one that cures all ailments. Death.
And that's probably not the answer she wanted, to be honest. But That's why that whole scene took place, is because they asked if you could make him human again.
Danny, ease up. You're hurting my hand.
Okay, this is funny here.
From the parking lot.
No. From the parking garage.
Well, not exactly funny, but strange.
Of course. Will you be needing a court-appointed lawyer, or will you be paying for one yourself?
Ouch, Ramsey. Jeez, come on now.
She's just like you. Goes right for the throat.
Love that statement with what we're going through.
You're not gonna believe me.
I think I might surprise you on that subject.
Okay, this very important here, and I just want to focus on Blake's little brother having seen her at the parking garage. The only person we saw at the parking garage was a werewolf when earlier. So was that not Barrett?
Baron back to human. We have to kill him.
Okay, so now they're going to realize what they have to do.
To life. Once the heart stops and it changes to human, we're actually bringing the human back.
So, formulating a plan.
So when you freeze, your heart stops, but your brain keeps working.
So now you've got to get him somewhere to freeze him.
Dead enough to change him to human, but not so dead where he can't be brought back to life.
All right, so let's think of somewhere we can go.
We're gonna get him out.
Baron?
No. Cyrus.
I love that Everett addresses
The
that
Ramsey bottom's in
situation.
an overflow morgue, and they had a medical freezer. We can go to 70 below.
And so I think we've got a plan starting here.
Baron inside, lock the door, and wait for him to freeze.
But how are we going to get him inside?
Okay, I can think of one way.
Is Austin his bait?
Baron's gonna kill him anyway.
Okay, the big thing here is coming up with this plan. And, you know, I'm also very glad that Everett addressed the Cyrus situation with Harlan. I thought that was very a good thing for him to do. Harlan looked very appreciative because of it. Okay, so...
Ranger, do you know any animals smart enough to maul someone and then dump the body in a bathtub at a motel?
We are back to that construction site.
This is most likely where we're going to find it.
So what is going to happen here? Last time she was here with someone else, she hit him in the head and killed him. So she's not exactly innocent.
Gonna kill me anyways. I'll do it.
So it's up to Luna to convince Austin.
Questions about
This is my question. Do you like me?
Of course he wants to know if she likes him.
Yes, I like you.
No, you don't.
She really is trying to evade the question a little there.
You like me a little less than sometimes? I'm good with that.
You know, I like Austin knows what Austin is.
What's the plan?
I really thought there would have been a good spot for a kiss there. So the pack is thinking.
Use it only if you have to.
And they give Austin a silver-coated knife.
Dude, can I get one of those?
And, of course, we know who's going to provide the EpiPens.
How come you never asked about the fire? I killed my son.
That's a good question.
He died with his father, who was trying to protect him.
You know, I got the feeling right here, she was telling him a story.
There was not a perfect man.
Because she wasn't planning on him leaving here.
They should get angry with us sometimes. And we're allowed to get angry too.
Hallelujah, amen. Okay, when this first came up, I freaking lost it. Chill bumps, huge chill bumps. I'm even getting them right now while I'm rewatching and talking about this. So it was her that was the mate. And her little transformation here is just a little bit scary. and a whole lot spooky as well. So she goes after the firefighters in like a human form. That's not exactly what Malcolm said, but I guess it'll work. So, superhuman strength. Man, the cinematography in this show as well. It's just freaking crazy. The filming. You know, we get a little bit of a feeling there as that scene ends. The way she was filmed there, sort of like Jesus on the cross type of deal. I'm not sure if that was what was meant to happen, but that's the first thing that crossed my mind as that scene was closing and going back to Ramsey.
Is this the one?
Yeah. Promise to give it back.
Has anybody asked, why does she have a gun?
Flies.
Okay, now last person who saw those got hit in the head. But, of course, that doesn't happen here. And I'm sort of wondering if Ramsey's not liking him.
They're coming. You ready?
And the plan commences. Okay, we've got to get another kiss. And so I love the plan commencing here, everything getting ready to go on.
Okay, this is good. I feel incredibly vulnerable, completely exposed.
Another good Austin Luna scene. I like their interaction. They have really good chemistry.
Or do you think you can track me by scent?
An ordinary wolf can smell its prey a mile and a half away.
Prey.
And I like Austin here. He's trying to be brave, but he's scared the heck to death.
I don't think you're an asshole.
Well, I don't know about that. He thinks he's an asshole.
And it's not your default setting.
But again, love this interaction, love their chemistry. Austin knows what Austin is, and that's important. He knows he's hard to get along with, and it's all about his family. Could we have a couple?
There's 18 of them.
So we found the dead bodies.
What are you not telling me?
I'm assuming, what was his name? Connor is probably in that group.
Why?
There are things that would come out about them.
All right, she's on to him. She knows what's going on here.
Ask this one more time. Was it a person that did this?
Yes.
Okay, she's getting him to the truth now.
And no.
Okay. A lot going on there we'll talk about later.
It's here.
What? How do you know?
So here comes the werewolf. Of course, she knows he's there. I don't know how Austin just didn't run.
So what do we do? Can't do it.
You don't think
Okay, so the wolf wasn't wanting to attack because she was there, but she's trying to be in danger. And then he finally kisses her. Yay. But not going to make the werewolf happy. So they're going to get what they wanted. I really like that sort of first-person view from the wolf. And I'll be honest, I like how they did the switcheroo there.
They're coming.
Okay, so you've got him. Now you've just got to finish it off. Of course, Everett's the strongest, so this makes sense. Wow, how strong is he? Holy cow.
Your name is Baron.
I would have thought they could have done that a little bit earlier, but you can sort of see him remembering himself there. So they're going to get him locked in that freezer. And I love that they're going to use their power here. And I guess they're sort of tapping into Everett's strength as well.
I can hear it. I can hear its heart.
So can I.
That scene, while the heartbeat is slowing, is a little weird to me. And if I remember, I'll try to mention that in a few minutes.
Anyone!
Wait, I need the shot. The epi shot. Where?
How do you lose the epi?
I got it right here.
Oh, crap. Austin, what are you doing? Are you crazy? Oh, my goodness. I don't know what he was thinking there. Okay, everyone, what a crazy episode. Excellent episode. I think the best episode of the season. Just some things I want to talk about here, and I did a lot of talking, and I say this every time, and I end up talking a lot more. I'm going to try to limit this just a little bit. Okay, I love the spookiness of this, especially surrounding the relationship between Everett and Baron and this psychic connection. They have hallucinations, whatever it is. It's a little bit spooky that he's able to contact and talk to him like that, which actually means, going back to previous episodes, Baron was not actually in the house when Everett was talking to him originally. And so I like that connection between the two, but they need to explain that connection in the final episode. I also like how they came up with the plan to actually catch the werewolf, change him back to Baron. I loved all that. They did it very clinically. They did it together as a pack, as a group, and I think that's very important. I loved how Luna actually got info from her dad about, how do you change a werewolf back to a human? Not really the answer I think they were wanting, but at least she got one. And while they were doing this, I also liked when Everett was talking to Harlan about the plan and what had to happen. I think those two are the two characters that are farthest apart in relationship-wise in this series, and that was some very good character building and pack building for them there. And especially when Everett said to Harlan, hey, I know Cyrus is behind bars, we're going to help him, okay, which sort of helped. You could see the look on Harlan's face of appreciation that Everett mentioned that, and he knew that it was something Harlan was concerned about. And also, last thing on Everett really is how Everett has really become the leader of the pack. Some people I know would have thought maybe Harlan, and the way his attitude is, that he would have been a leader, but he's never really been a leader to start with. It is all Everett is taking on sort of that mantle, and so we're going to see how that evolves. Now, we've got to talk about the elephant in the room here, and that is the fact that Sarah Michelle Gellar's character Ramsey is in fact the mate. So technically, I guess she's not only Baron's mother, but she is Luna and Harlan's mother as well. And I love that whole scene. I loved how they got into it. She actually finished off basically what Malcolm said. We got to see it from her perspective and her go through and kill everybody. And, she didn't look there at the end of that scene. She didn't look like she was, it looked like she was probably a little guilty about it, just the way she collapsed in the rain. But, she would have been very sad, things like that, which also goes back to me thinking when she came to town. Did she know that Harlan and Luna were actually werewolves, that they were actually her children? And has she sort of been trying to work that out as she goes along? Because as I said last episode, if I were their dad, I would have freaking come in and said, hey, I'm your dad. This is what was up. But she didn't do that. So I wonder how much she actually knew coming back in. But that scene, that was absolutely a Jeff Davis classic. Big time reveal. Gave me goosebumps. I get goosebumps talking about it. Another big thing we have to talk about is her revealing to Garrett the dump spot for the bodies. And so with that, this is sort of goes back with basically Blake going back and her little brother finding Phoebe's body as well. Why was Phoebe's body put in the bathtub at Blake's when all the other bodies were put at the construction site? Something I'm hoping they're going to explain. But we have to think, why did Blake's little brother see Ramsey at the parking garage? Was she the wolf that they actually showed, or was she there in another area and he just observed and saw her? Okay. Have all the other kills actually been Ramsey? And I just thought about this while I was watching this episode. Next to last thing, love me some Luna and Austin. Love that he finally got his kiss in. She definitely does like him, and there's definitely some very strong chemistry there. But I'm telling you this, when that werewolf showed up on that rooftop, I would have been booking it, okay? I'm not standing there waiting to die. Not going to happen. Last thing, of course, is the plan. And I thought this was brilliant. Getting the werewolf mad at Austin and then pulling the old switcheroo coming out of the building so that he's actually chasing Blake, and Blake has got speed, and so she's able to outrun him and lead him into the freezer. This is the only little thing I've got here, is once they get him into the freezer and get it closed, it's not going to take just 30 seconds or a minute to have the effects happen. I wonder if the way those couple of scenes were shot in very slow motion right after they had their eyes turned, basically, did they film that in slow motion to make you think the time was, they were there for a very long time? Because, I'm sorry, werewolf, even in the coldest place, it's going to take a while. So I'm wondering if that's what they had done there. And then, of course, before that, the fact that Everett got Baron to remember his name had some effect. And so we're going to see them come in. Baron's laying there naked. They brought a blanket to put over him. How smart. That's awesome. And then also you had a situation there where, they get ready to do what they need to do. They don't have the epinephrine. And so here comes Austin. I didn't even know Austin knew where to go, to be honest. Here comes Austin, and he stabs Baron with that silver knife, and he lets out this blood-curdling scream. And so, what's going to happen next? Okay, I cut this off before I saw the previews, and I don't want to know any previews for next week. So did they just kill Baron? Okay, how's the pack going to act to Austin? How is Ramsey going to act to Austin? So lots to be seen next week in the finale. I am so sad that we only have one more episode. With that, just a quick grade. This episode gets an A+ for me. There's almost nothing wrong with this episode. It kept me on the edge of my seat the entire time. I've already, by the time of this interview, watched it several times. It's just an awesome episode, and I hope everybody enjoyed it. With that, thanks for listening. Please subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, and comment below, and I'll see you next time on the Fandom Realm.